I've got an interesting question for you. So social media icons, the little icons that make it easy for people to share your website to the different social media properties. Are they a good idea to have them on your web pages now or not? Okay, so at one point, they were a must because everybody was just getting into social media. We all thought it was so cool. We all wanted to put it on there, and we found we got a lot of more social media links and things like that. But now what we found is that social media really doesn't handle those links very well. A lot of people are not doing that kind of thing. So is it still valuable to have them there or not? So, you want some data? I love me some data. So, got me some data. All right, so here we go. Let's go to web page here. So this is SEMrush. They do a lot of great tests, and they did this test: would removing social media icons improve clicks to the website? Basically, what they did is they went and removed the social media icons from half of the pages on a high traffic blog. So they took half of them off, left half of them on. So they now had a test, one versus the other, to see what would happen. Want to know the results? Okay, here we go. So let's go back to the screen capture, scroll down. So basically, here's what they had. So they had blog posts with the little things there versus the no things. Precise language today. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, so here's the results. They found that the pages where they were removed, traffic went up by 4.4%. 99% confidence level. That means there's a really low probability the mistake's been made. The duration was over 21 days, and 63% of those pages were visited by the Google bot, and so they had gotten into Google, and that kind of thing was showing. All right, so what does this mean to you? So traffic went up by 4.4%. Should you do this? First off, let's take a moment. And I don't usually like to try to get into why a test result works the way they did, but this one, there's actually some pretty good indications of why it would work the way it did. First off, every time you've got those on the page, what you're doing is you're putting more links on that page. And so the value of any link on that page goes down because there's more links going out. By removing those, you remove, in this case, 4 or 5 links from those pages. And so that meant the internal links in the site, so page A linking to page B on the same site, the value of those links actually increased slightly. So it's all math, but by removing them, you increase the value of the internal links you have, as well as, okay. In addition to that, you also have faster load times. So not only are you loading 4 pictures, so their computer has to call 4 more pictures. Go get this one, go get this one, go get this one, go get that one. Every one of which slows it down. But most of the tools that we use to do this also bring in some what's called JavaScript code that allows it to, like, the 2 sites to talk to each other. That slows down. In fact, very often when we look at page load speeds, what we find is that those things are some of the longest loading elements, and they add significantly to your page load time. So, should you remove them or not? Number one, this is just one test. I wouldn't throw the baby out with the bathwater because of one test. But I would ask myself some questions. Number one, is it still a good idea to have those links on my homepage? Because realize you can take those links off of all of your blog post pages or all of your article pages or whatever, and still have them on your homepage. Personally, gut feeling at this moment, I think it's a good idea to have those links on your homepage, because if someone comes to your site and they want to find out more about you, it'd be nice to have easy to follow links to take them to your social media properties so they can find you easily, especially if your social media properties aren't under your name or your brand's name. Okay. So I think it's a good idea to have on your homepage, but I do encourage you to look at the value of having them on all your other pages on your site. My gut feeling is that you're probably getting very few links to individual articles still happening. Basically, the way my theory on this is that if someone is going to link to your article at this point in history, number one, they know how. Number two, they probably are ignoring the reminders. And number three, they probably don't need a reminder, because the vast majority of people aren't doing links to pages from social media. And so you're probably not getting a lot of value, but you're also getting the negative value of the slower page load and the worse link scores. So think about this. It's an interesting piece of data. It's only one piece of data, but it makes sense. You may want to consider this for your own site. What's your thoughts? Gonna do it? Not gonna do it? I'd love to have a discussion in the comments. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.